So guys, welcome back to Startup Company. We have just finished the part where we got our first profit, which is absolutely fantastic for us. We've expanded the team. We've got a new lead developer. We've got a new sales assistant. We've got some more developers. Things are going up from here. I think it'll be pretty good to see what we can achieve with these new contracts. Speaking of the new contracts, we need one of those modules, the back-end modules, which our lead developer's working on. The thing is, I need more developers. I need about 6 developers, I would think, so I can make these components like very quickly. Or I just need some people just to do the terrible ones, or I need a manager. Anyways, we do need to get this Nora Wood back on some components, but she's missing requirements, so can't do them, and that's a bit of a pain. I'm just trying to think who I can train, to be fair, or send on a vacation holiday, because, you know, like 63 Josh Francis there, you know, it's too low, and they're not doing it quick enough, essentially, for me to pretty much get a stock of the network components, which we now have one, but we need a network component now. We've got another contract, which is design-based, so that's nothing to worry about, really, because one designer, it can pretty much do 3 different things. You only really need one designer. Let's be honest. At this point, you need more developers than that. That's about it. We can deliver the contract now, but we've got 59 hours left, so why not wait till we get a stock of stuff? But I just did it anyway, just in case. You know, you never know if you're going to make a loss, and at this point, we need to kind of like graft the contracts. Well, we bought shares in Reddit a couple of episodes ago. Well, I think it was in the first episode, and they're just going down. And I think I bought it for like $208 a share. So yeah, we're not doing very well on that front at all. So we've got about $3,000, I think, maybe a little bit less in shares. All fun. Right then, let's see if we can get a contract for Ruth. Then she needs to get us a contract pretty quickly. Jeff has a contract. Nora Wood can now do the back-end modules, which is pretty good, I suppose. Well, we just delivered a contract worth 3 million. Well, 3,000, sorry. Not 3 mil. That's stupid. Right, we do need, for this one, just one network component within 28 hours. And then we have 61 hours to do another 2 network components, which are currently being developed, which is going to be okay within the time frame. But yeah, we're going to need to expand quite a bit, I suppose, well, the development team. So we do need to have loads and loads of profits coming in. But now we've unlocked a researcher, so these will help with the products. We've got a benefit, which is free drinks, essentially. That's pretty good. That benefit does help. But we need to get 35,000, and we're nearly there for the next building, and we do need the next building. But I'm going to do the free beverages because that will help our office environment, therefore helping our workers. So any benefit, basically, if we're profitable enough, we can buy a benefit or get a benefit, and then we can just like increase the office environment, which will make everyone quicker. Only a good thing in the future, I suppose. This contract that we've got right now is just ridiculous. It's like 8,000, but it's just the easiest contract. Look at it. It's only requiring like the basic things, and yet you get paid $8,000 for it. It's unreal. There's other things that these lead developers can do, which we'll end up going into a little bit later on in the series. But for now, we just need to focus on the back-end modules. At this point, right? This is the bidding thing. This is a new one. We need to bid now to outbid other development companies, so we can win the contract. So essentially, it takes a bit of getting used to. But I think 4,500 seems to okay for us. Oh, look, we've absolutely cut everyone else. Like $9,000. So, you know, it takes a while to get used to the bidding system and how others would bid. But once you get to the grips of it, I think it's pretty profitable, rather than this fixed bid amount here, which we've got about, what, 7 components, and it's only going to pay us 3 1,000, which isn't a lot, and we've got one with 3 different components and is worth an extra pretty much $900. As you can see, it's annoying, really, which is why we need the bidding. The bidding would help a lot. Right, so we've got Lizzie Tyler. She's going to have to graft some of these UI components because for some reason everyone's requesting them now. Makes no sense at all. Right, so we're going to research another we're going to search for a new contract. Jeff's called in sick, which is not ideal because that guy is just absolutely insane at getting contracts. It's pretty sad. But they call in sick randomly. I think it's if the mood's low as well. That doesn't help. But we can deliver the contracts. We can easily operate with just one sales assistant or executive. That's how it works. That's why I got another one, to be fair. We just need to train her up so she's quick as Jeff. So we've got 40 grand in the bank now. I'm not going to do it yet because we're going to need to, you know, we're going to need some more capital behind us before we even do that. So we've got another bid here. Yeah, we absolutely got undercut. We got undercut by a massive way. So now, that was just kind of a snippet of the contracts that would fail. Because at this point, you know, it's stupid how the bidding works because you never know where to bid. You can never really choose an amount you want to bid. You have to do it in, like, look, it goes up in like hundreds and it's just stupid. It doesn't work. There you go. I've just been outbid again by like over 100. But then you can see I'm starting to get to grips with the bidding system now, and I can start to kind of guess where I can bid and win the contract. That's really what it is. And it doesn't help that we're getting these declines in contracts because of the bidding thing. Because every contract we don't take on, then we're going to lose money. But we've got 51 grand, so it's all good. In terms of components, we've got a lot stocked up, as you can see. We do have quite a bit. Well, I think we've got 10 network components. I'm training up Charlie because we will need him at some point to be... these next level unlocks will need to be done before really it happens because we've been reactive to a lot of things. We've got another contract. Can we win it? Yes, we can. Look at that. 6 grand. And we can do it straight away. What an absolute contract that was. It's amazing. Right then. 58,000. Got 28 in profits. That's good. Now we've kind of moved things around. I've upgraded some workstations. This is kind of getting a little bit out of hand. We've got an intermediate workstation which effectively helps to increase like the office environment. So I could make all these. I could all make like intermediate stations. Reddit is still declining, which is great. Always great news, isn't it? So in terms of everything else is going up. I'm trying to look for other stocks here to try and buy at a good price, and it isn't working at the moment because pretty much every other company. Well, you see, look, there was a big, massive dip there for some strange reason. It's just been in the right place at the right time. Everything else is going up pretty much, or just staying the same. You know, I might as well have just bought like shares in some like company that has like $20 a share or something because I'm losing everything. I've got 3 grand tied up in the Reddit shares, which we can't really claim back because we'll lose money, and that's not what we're there to do. A lot of people have been trained, and as you can see, they're pretty quick, and we've got 40 components. We've got 40 of those second stage components. As you can see in stock, it's just unreal. Honestly. It's just been a graft. I've trained people, which is good, because now we need to start cranking out the components to get the, you know, these back-end components, which really do need the network components, really. But let's see what we can do with this contract. 6, yeah, we've got it. There you go. 2 million higher. Well, 2,000 higher. The other ones were anyways, so we've got that we've got one for 7 and one for 6, 1,210. So we've got the one with 7, so that's good. Now we've got tier 6, we've got DevOps, which help virtual servers. Basically, they create virtual servers, which we don't need because clearly we haven't got our own product yet. So, you know, it's just from here, it's pointless, the roles you unlock, because once you get to about tier 5, I think it is, or tier 4, I think it might be even tier 4, you know, you just stop getting, you know, people that are beneficial, and everyone else you unlock, you basically get for when you create a product, that's it. But now we've got the medium building, we've got a load of money still in the bank, we're still making profits. I'm just going to move a few things around as well, because we're going to make way for a manager. As you can see, we've got about 4 different candidates here. And, you know, we're going to have to get a manager to help with our, you know, like management of our existing developers or lead developers, it depends, but we're looking for a lead developer at some point as well. We're going to, in fact, start that now. We do need another lead developer to crank out the components, because those can also help with when we create our products. That's kind of what I'm preparing for. We don't need any more developers as such yet, unless, you know, we get to that stage where, you know, the second, where the intermediate side comes into it, then we're going to need more developers. But I've assigned 3 people to our new manager, Amy Henderson, and we get a bonus of 55.5 per employee. And you also have to set this minimum stock thing. There's different, you know, it depends who you've assigned. If you've assigned a lead developer, all lead developer components will be in there. If you've assigned a developer, all their components will be in there that they've unlocked and all that. We've got a contract from Jeff, we can do that, I think, but at the moment we need to concentrate on the one we have running at the moment, which is 6 hours left. I don't want to accept another one just yet. So now we've got a good stock of different things, but it really does depend now on what comes through on the contracts, whether or not we need to get more encryption components or network components. It's just you know, it's just annoying that we never know really, but we finished that contract just in time. Right, so what else do we need to do? Get Jeff contract. Right then. Let's go low agency. Let's go about this. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? The thing is, those contracts will be useless to us eventually, because then we can't really compete on that level. Lead developer candidates then, we've got 10. That's a lot. Right, we can see these candidates. Right, we've got... I can see here there's one at 106 for like 5. But then there's like 97 at 5 as well. I don't know. It's weird. But then I decided to decline everyone else because we had the guy we wanted. And this recruitment, believe it or not, is an intermediate. So it's going to be a bit of a pain, I think. I think it was intermediate. I'm not too sure. I might have to check again. But we're going to move the designer over there. No, it wasn't. It was beginner. Never mind. I thought it was intermediate. It's not. That was a bit stupid of me. Right, so we're going to need the Lois Hughes, who was our new lead developer. We're going to have to get her going on those interface modules, because we've got a lot of designer stuff, and this is fueled by the designer. Just one, believe it or not. Eventually we will need another designer to help with the interface modules. But yeah, minimum stock. I realised that I didn't set the minimum stock, so the manager isn't really doing anything. It was just like it was before, so I'm going to put all these as 20. Interface and back-end modules, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to get rid of the 2 lead developers for a manager. Because at this point it's pointless. You see, you can't really do it at the moment. But I'm going to put it at 5 anyway, so it's automated for a bit. As long as the requirements are there, which I presume they are, then they're just going to do it, which is fine. Medium urgency contracts, we're going to charge about 340 an hour. That's expensive. And we're very expensive. So we've got a fixed one here, we've got one of them. Blue, well, the interface module, sorry, not the blueprints. Interface modules, we're going to have to finish it. We'll get 9 grand for it after we've done it, if we do it. Hopefully we don't have that issue like we had early on. And we run out of time. But yeah, at some point I will have to get, like, you know, I have to get her trained in that. Interface module. I think she's pretty quick, to be fair. She's doing them pretty quickly. Yeah, I think we're going to do it, you know. Jeff has a contract right then. I'm going to have to bid low. I'm trying to bid at the high end of cheap, so somewhat. It's kind of cheap, but it's not. Right, that's pretty much double. Near enough. So, that was a waste of time. Right, so I think we're just about done with the interface module, believe it or not. I just want to see what level speed like everyone's on, and it seems like it's pretty decent because everyone's just churning out components, which is what we want. We can train them to pretty much their max level before needing to promote them, which I don't want to do because there's no need to. But yeah, we'll upgrade everyone's stations so it's a bit better. Right, so this is a high agency contract. We can actually bid higher. We can bid at the high end of average, which is, for some reason, that was ridiculously low. I could have charged a little bit higher, but it's okay. It's okay. It's what it is, and we still get money for it. I need to get these interface modules done. Oh come on, you serious? I've got 12 hours to do this. 11. Right, it's gonna be late. It's gonna be late. It's gonna be late. It's gonna be a pain, isn't it? Yeah, minus 4 hours. If it's going to be late, or we're going to run out of time completely. This isn't good. Right, so Jeff's got a contract. We're going to... I've got 8 production hours. Well, that's a really low contract. Jeez, man. Let's go right at the bottom. 1280. And it still isn't enough. Look at that. Yeah. At this point, we're going to have to start cracking down on the contracts. If it's low production hours, then it's pointless doing it. Really. Come on. Will you complete it before it goes away? Oh my god, we got a penalty though of 1,200. Completed it though. Ah, we cut it a bit too fine, I think. So we're training the new person, Lois, on it. We're going to decline that contract because it's low agency. We will need to create a product at some point. Don't know which what kind of product to create. And we've got like 18,000 in profits now. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit less to begin with, but it's okay. Reddit's still going down. What a surprise! One day, Reddit will increase in shares, and I will get my shares. In fact, I'll get more than what I invested. Right, new contract. We can do that. For just short of 5,000. Right, high agency, let's whack it up to the top, let's see what happens. Yeah, look at that. 6 production hours, you can maximum bid is like 4. It's ridiculous. Right, we've got a contract, well, we're pretty much completing these contracts. Look at it. Look at this. Honestly, so many contracts we can do because we have the stock for it in such a short period of time. 19,000. That's profitable. That is very profitable. As long as we keep getting contracts within that short space of time that pay alright, and we have the stock for, we can easily cash in on. It's easy money, essentially. So now, we need to get HR manager, but it's unlocked at tier 7. Damn, we're just 1 tier away from a HR manager, which will help. DevOps won't help at this point. Because the HR manager, you can manage different managers, but then it's only useful if you manage different managers. It's not really useful anything else, really. We're gonna do the research because we're gonna start this quite early. I know you're probably thinking, why are you doing this? It's too early because you don't have a product. Well, if we research stuff before we even get the product made anyway, it's a little bit easier. Because then you've got all the stuff waiting for you there. But I don't know who to get. I'd like someone with high speed, that would help. 89 for Jose Beck or Jose Beck or Jossie, I don't even know. Anyways, we're going to hire that guy because we can. And everyone else can be declined. We'll set this guy on some stuff. So we got create instance and research. So we can research a login system which is used by pretty much everything except the I think it's everything. I think it's literally everything. We can research different frameworks as well, which do help further down the line because you can add more features to them. We can create an instance here. So we've got a front end module and input module. And that is, I believe, lead developer. It's the basics of a lead developer. But then these bonuses here, but I don't know what it's doing. I don't know how to activate those bonuses. But I think have we done it? Have we done it? Create instance. That? I don't know. No, I think it can only, I don't know. So here we've got improved efficiency and improve quality, so that's what lead developers can do, but again, they need that. You can create an instance, but the quality and efficiency is terrible. So you need the requirements, which are that, which requires UI and that, and then the input one, which requires something else. See there, it requires an interface module, so you need an interface module plus the UI, which the UI is not the problem. It's the interface modules that we can't get done, really. The designer is just by herself, but we're going to start creating one anyway because we have about 5 different UI components and 1 design component. Oh well, we don't anymore because we've got a contract for 1 interface module. Oh, look at that, that was pretty much spot on. That's the closest I've ever got. So there you go. Training wise, we'll train the researcher up. We need to train him up because otherwise he's just going to lag behind. So we do need to, I think I might create a streaming service. I'm not too sure yet because there's not a lot of people in it. I think there's just Twitch and then Punchbox. I think it's called Twitch. It's a Twitch ripoff essentially. But yeah, that's where I'm thinking of going with the product wise, but we've got contracts to do. And it doesn't help that we have contracts to do because we need. I don't even know what components we would need. That's the problem. But we're just going to keep grafting away at these components, just constantly. Network components, back-end components are going to start getting grafted. The interface module is going to get made. You know, the manager's just sat there managing 3 employees. We've got a research training. The designer's doing her thing, and then the salespeople are just doing their thing. Pretty much. Let's see. 8,000. Oh, no, I thought I won that, you know. That would be amazing if we did. High urgency, so we can send that offer of 7,200 or increase it to 9, which I think might work. Okay, that was... Wow, that was severely undercut. Man, right, we've got 12,000 in profits, so we've decreased a little bit. I think it's because of the contracts. We're not winning them, so... If we don't win them, well, we can't. We don't get money. So that's the kind of annoyance at the moment. But eventually, it'll be okay because when we upgrade our salespeople, or upgrade one of them, we can, you know, get better contracts and the contracts we want. So Reddit's shares are down. That's pretty good, but not really. But then. That's going to be the end of Startup Company for this episode. We've got our new office. We've expanded the team, got another lead developer, got a researcher. More are going to be on the way of upgraded workstations. Yes, we're going to get more lead developers and developers and possibly get a DevOps person once we get our product. But that's going to be the end for this one. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for more indie and simulation game content. I've just noticed my salary is like 1,600. That's ridiculous. So we're getting loads of money. Profit-wise. Anyway, that's going to be the end. I hope you've enjoyed, and I shall see you all next time.